Okay, so another day of carnage. Pre-market was really bad. Nikkei down 13%, wild swings. Dollar Japanese yen, you can see went down an entire level. Remember, that was the Friday close. Bam. Just all the way down to the next level. I mean, I did say 141, right? That's the line. And pretty much bounced just, yeah, in the 141s. So, but the bounce is pretty strong. So as soon as the market opened across the board, because everything was kind of in lockstep, we just sort of went up. We didn't close green. Everything still was a bit of a slaughter, but a lot of things closed at high of day. Miners, including especially some miners like Pan American Silver, which got slaughtered. I don't even know. I thought there was news actually initially down 15% or something. I thought, what the hell is that? You just buy without asking. And I had really difficult fills. I mean, I couldn't get filled on it, and then I just got filled on two different orders. I was trying to cancel and replace my orders. In the end, I got twice $18 on the dot. But anyway, that's what happens with this carnage, this market circuit. I mean, the Japanese market, there was circuit breaking stuff. I did mention circuit breakers could come back. Haven't seen that since the COVID times. Didn't see it in the US markets, but maybe it's coming. I feel like we could roll over again and then really have a real panic. So far it's been an orderly panic. We could have a disorderly panic. So US dollar, Japanese yen. Again, it's the yen unwind, the carry trade being unwound again, bam, all the way down. Obviously, this is pre-market and then just bounce. So we kind of made up half the gains. Tomorrow, I feel like we're going to go up. Actually, tomorrow we might actually have a green day. Although we've had a nice bounce across the board, we haven't had a green day. We may have a green day back to resistance. So US dollar, Japanese yen, you could see, 146.5-ish, and then back down. We go to retest the lows. Do we breach the lows? I don't know. And that would apply across the board. And Bitcoin also, by the way, that was the support on Bitcoin. This is sending perfect 50,000. Something I was watching. I'm not trading Bitcoin, but it's nice to see it get destroyed. I mean, I kind of want to add some or buy some. I have like a small crypto miner. But anyway, that's Bitcoin, because you got to watch. Bitcoin is a bit like the barometer during the weekend, right? It's 24 hours trading. So markets destroyed. Not going to bother looking at that. Let's go straight. You know what? Let's look at the DXY. Let's still follow the usual pattern. Look at that. Perfect. It's just what I said, right? We go to the ascending between 102.5-ish and even 102, and that's where we hit. So for me, this obviously coincides, this 102 ascending zone right here coincided perfectly with this 141, roughly, give or take like 1%. So that was nice to see those technicals working. I do think we're going to get a bit of a green day tomorrow, but then I don't know where it'll close. I don't think it will close at the high of day. I think it will start to roll over, and then tomorrow back down we go. Something like that. I think we're going to retest the lows, but we'll still have a green day tomorrow. Okay, with all that said, let's go straight to gold and silver. Uranium. My God, I got my eye on uranium. But at the moment, most of my two eyes are on gold and silver. But uranium, I'm looking at them. Some of them are demolished. They're at prices I never thought we would see again. And if we keep rolling over, I might have to start buying uranium. Okay, gold. So down we went. Remember, pre-market, I made a video earlier today, and we were kind of green, unchanged. And I thought, look, I knew that it was possible that a carnage happens, and if it does, gold go down. That's what happened, but we bounced quite well. 50-minute chart. Look at that. Obviously, this is a bit of a collapse zone. So 2400, 2410, we flush it. We went to where we went. Who cares why we went there? But look at this resistance perfectly on prior support. So and there's quite a few market sectors where resistance is really old support. So the zone remains for me, this, 2350 and then 2480, just leave that as it is. That's the zone. Silver, I provided a similar range, but it went right below it. So I thought, okay, let's keep a range. I think it was about here, like, no, whatever. Let's say 29 to 2750. No, I said 2950 to 2750. It's okay, but we flushed that. Silver finally did what I thought it usually does in these types of situations, which is to get destroyed. It doesn't really act like a safe haven. It acts more like an industrial metal, risky, and it gets destroyed. And that's kind of what happened today. And I was surprised it hadn't happened already. But there you go, got destroyed, came back, kind of hit resistance, right? It's another one where, let's get to 50 minutes. It's retesting price support. Let's call it 27.4. Didn't close above it. support just simply because it was the low we put in just previously a few days ago. So kind of failed at resistance, but again, I still feel like all markets go up a little bit tomorrow, but then close not at high of day, and then the next day we could have a retest. So opportunity, the miners, this is good. Let me start with SILJ. I swear to God, I saw this thing down 11% at the open. I just started buying everything sporadically. Look, this was the close, yeah? 11%, wild stuff. I honestly didn't think we would take out this. Even this week, I thought that'd be a stretch, 1050. I did say, look, let's cover 2 levels in my video this morning, but I really didn't think we'd go down here. Or maybe go down then hold. I didn't think we'd open down here. Like 10 is for me, obvious support. I just haven't even put that line in yet. 10 is a big number. It's also, you can see resistance here. Yes, we did pop out ahead above, but still, I just feel like 10 is a bit of a zone. You know what? I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to put today's low. This is no longer a level because we traded right above it. Basically, here's your new level for SILJ. Amazing, though. I mean, didn't open at low of day, but ventured down there and then touched this. You know, again, another. They all did it. They almost all did it. They all tested their prior support, and that's where I was selling today. I noticed it, and I would have done it even before it happened. You sell prior support, and it was quite obvious for a lot of individual stocks. Now we're looking at ETF, but you know what I mean? This is your support. And tomorrow, in case we do go green, by the way, where's your next support? It's this gap fill. Also the ascending retests. So I will be trimming, and I'll tell you what I did today. I basically bought the open, sold almost the top in all the stocks. It was amazing because I've missed selling heavy amounts at the top. I've been trimming all the way up here. That's nice. It's cute, but I didn't have the balls, to be honest, to sell a lot, like a third out. And obviously I regret it, but what I did do at least is I nailed the bottom in a lot of these stocks. I'll cover them. And I kind of nailed the top because I felt it was quite easy. And if we do keep going green tomorrow, obviously I'll regret selling the top today because I'd get a higher price, but I'll be selling basically this gap fill. Some of the stocks will look, some of the ETFs will look different. Let's look at GDXJ. Again, look at this resistance, resistance, resistance. Also the low of the support down here and basically support here. This is now obsolete because we went right past it. So your new level, this one, I'm just going to say there. If we keep going green tomorrow, and again, it could even end up red tomorrow, but I feel like we're going to have green moments, you know, early in the day. I just have a feeling. So you know what I mean? Like fill the gap, or some of them go a little higher, and then towards the end of day roll over, and then we close like unchanged, you know, doji or even a bit red, and then the next day, bam, everyone gets freaked out again, and who knows what happens. So very nice though, really nice to see this type of a candle. It's still a red day. I don't care if it's a nice blue bar on this website. It's a red day. It's a massive drop. It's down, you know, 4%. But it was down, SILJ was down 11%. That's COVID stuff. And I remember seeing some of them down 20, 30% in one day. So GDX still outperforming, right? It didn't hit the equivalent, which would have been probably 32 if you compare GDXJ or especially SILJ. Didn't even go down here. That's what I was expecting for the others, you know, not touching, but like going dramatically lower, but not touching down here. But some of them, you know, SILJ all the way down there. And this one retests the ascending. I still think there's a bit of a continuation tomorrow, maybe 36. I just can't imagine GDX going all the way up here. That's just too strong. That's almost like NVIDIA style resurgence. So I'm looking for 36, and obviously I'll be selling before 36, you know, 35.99 or who knows, 35.89. Depends what's going on, gold, silver. Well, that's not too big a move. Yeah, 1, 2%. Why not? I'll take it. But I need to be selling more because I just feel like we can't really get there with what's going on. So that's if it's a green day. So yeah, you see what I mean? That filling of the gap and retest of the next level prior support, so resistance. Okay. Yeah, gold, silver miners. I'll try and run through them quickly. Newmont did not buy this. Oh, I need to look at honestly, I did so many trades today. What did I do today? Jesus Christ, so many trades. Newmont, no, sell, 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 sold 47.4. Jesus, did it even come up? Yeah, it did. Yeah, nailed the high. Another one where I sold, I mean, there you go. That's kind of what I'm looking to do tomorrow, but Newmont already did it because Newmont's been relatively strong. Down 3% on a day like today. That's pretty good. And again, nice candle. I mean, it's basically one big trading day away from its old high. 6%, that's a very good day. $50 is the high in Newmont. So I thought, what am I trying to expect it to go all the way back up here? It's pretty much one level below. That's good enough. So I trimmed a decent amount. I still hold a core position. I sold like a fifth or something today. Um, Barrick Gold, but I didn't buy Newmont. I just sold what I already had. Barrick Gold, I think I did buy. I bought 1650. I think I didn't buy the low on that one. I was chasing that one up. I was buying all of them on my mobile phone. I was basically getting the silver ones first. Barrick, I was like, okay, fine. Yeah, 1650 did I sell? I sold 1720-ish. Yeah, kind of where it is now. It's okay, it's small stuff, but still better than nothing. And again, this one, I feel like a gap fill is possible. It's quite close to 1750, could even go higher. So yeah, good profit on the buys. And again, tomorrow, if there's an extra bounce, Agnico, I think I only sold that one 480 something. Sorry, Agnico Eagle, what am I talking about? 73.56. Yeah, okay, so you can see what I'm doing here, with these GDX ones, as soon as they hit the high, it just, this zone. I think I tried Agnico Eagle to get it a little higher, and then I sort of dropped my selling when I realized it was too late. But again, tomorrow it could be green. And this one, just like Newmont, one level, look at that post, it's like all the way up here. Another 5-6% away from its absolute highs. I mean, that's good enough. Pan American Silver, my goodness, 1818. I remember this one. Weird feels at the beginning of the day. I never trade on my phone. I was out and I was just viciously hitting all the keys. Plus they've changed the way Interactive Brokers mobile trading is, so I wasn't used to that layout. But I was putting in my orders and it was giving me some weird message. So I was like, cancel, try again, and couldn't tell how many I had, and all of a sudden, fill, weird stuff. But I'll take it. 18 is pretty much the low. Although, wait, there's Metalla. I got Metalla at the low. That's couldn't get better than that. But look at this. First of all, what the hell is it doing? Opening up down 50%, 15%. What on earth is that about? But fine, I don't regret it now that I bought it. 18 all the way up to where it is. I didn't sell. I did sell, but I didn't sell the top. 1967. Oh yeah, it's pretty damn close. Jesus. But 10% almost, that's good. And close a higher day. This one is definitely going to run tomorrow. And where would I sell? I'd sell 2049. Just sell 20. It's so heavy in my bag in Pan America. I mean, I've been trimming at the top. Again, I really regret not selling more, but it is what it is. I've been doing this for years. I'm kind of used to the feeling. It's just, I do feel like it was a bit obvious. Maybe not in Pan America, but just the sector overall. So 2049 is where I intend to sell. And then I hopefully goes back down and buy it. I'm looking forward to losing money. As soon as it goes to 2049, I'm looking forward to seeing my portfolio red because I have more cash on the sidelines now. So it's getting to the point where before I didn't want it to drop. Now I'm starting to want it to drop. But tomorrow, if we can go up that little extra level and I sell pretty decent amount in all of them, I'm gonna want it to go red. All right, next one, SSRM. Didn't touch SSRM. I think I bought SSRM. Um, God, it's too many trades. Where's SSRM? Yeah, 504. Terrible buy. Terrible buy. Jesus Christ. I bought it there on this big drop, this news. My goodness, that's horrible. And then I've left it. I should probably buy it again. I just don't like it as much as the others. It's got this individual mind collapse thing going on. So actually, that's a really bad buy. Okay, so anyway, this one I didn't buy anymore. Not selling. This one I'm just holding. This kind of want to go green on a red day. So if it has good news, that'd be decent. I just had bad news. So this one I'm just holding, and I just feel like if we have another rollover, it could go all the way down here. And then I would buy. So just holding, and at least it held this level down here, this 440 zone. Tomorrow, I don't know what to expect. This would be a very simple move, so that wouldn't really impress me if it gap filled. Next one, Wheaton. Wheaton, I know I traded today. Wheaton, yeah, 556, basically 55.90. Pretty much where it is, not the high of day. Look at this post market 56.80. That's interesting. Yeah, not the best, but this one has not gone down that much. And honestly, you zoom out, it just made all-time highs. It's pretty much just made all-time highs. You take any of these other stocks, the EXK is cheating almost. You know, they're just nowhere near. I thought, go on, let me just trim a little bit from there. It's kind of like low-hanging fruit, easy. But there you go, trimmed a little bit. Again, tomorrow, I feel like the gap feels easy. It could even do a 58, and wow, 60 would be really impressive. But let's see. I think I will trim again because it's already made its new highs, and I just don't feel like Wheaton can. It's very good defensively. Look at that, down 2.7%. It's doing its job. But I feel like you take some of the money from Wheaton and you throw in, whatever, Equinox or something, and you could get more out of it. So there you go, little trim, and there'll be more trims tomorrow. Next one, Franco-Nevada. I trimmed on principle, but there's no reason to really sell it here. It's nothing special. Franco-Nevada, yeah, basically just below 120, not the best. Up here, just wanted to trim the amount it was worth, but honestly, I kind of regret it because I don't feel like it can go down too much more. It's already been destroyed. It's a senior big royalty stock. But if we do go up to 124, that's the gap fill. I'm going to call the level here. Maybe that's worth a sell. It shouldn't be, but just if the market's going to roll over, it will go back down again. So there you go, Franco-Nevada. I didn't enjoy that. It was like, yeah, no, I didn't enjoy selling that. It felt wrong. Metalla. All right, this one, I created the market bottom in this one. 233. 233. Okay, went to 233. And this is not the one I started with. I didn't start with 230. It was before, it was elsewhere, 240s. Anyway, whatever. I got the low on this one. However, it did not exactly rise too much. Yes, it went to the 250 zone. That was quite good, but it closed far from its high of day. So, and that's typical Metalla weakness. However, if we have a nice day tomorrow, it really should go test 269. I'm selling what I bought at 233 at 269. Although it looks very close, that should be a decent, 15%. I'll take that. A crappy little stock. And then hold the rest to see if eventually we go here, which will probably take weeks for that. So that's Metalla. Next one, First Majestic. Yes, I did trade First Majestic. 458, 458. Yeah, this one didn't get the low, but well, look, forget what I did, right? It basically 440s was the support pretty much, right? You can see that. Yes, I've got the absolute lowest level 420, but you can see 440 is more realistic as perfectly, like a lot of them, right? Opened a level lower than I expected it to trade for the whole week. But I had the level in and it just opened at the low. It didn't open, it opened there, but I went to the low early in trading, and then basically resistance is the gap fill, 488, which should be 484 I sold. Yeah, it's good enough. It's pretty much gap fill. So amazing for something that's absolutely horrible. What do I expect if we do have any move up? Probably 520, actually. I might throw that in because I tell you what, my lines were very useful for me today when I started to sell. Even on the small screens, 520, maybe. Depends how much of a move up is that. 8%, that's quite a lot. I was looking at the Friday high of day, that's a bit too much. Yeah, 520. If we do any move up, then sell that and look for a retest. I think asking for it to go all the way to 570 is just outrageous. So there you go. There's an opportunity for tomorrow to sell more. For tuna, I'm not sure if I did anything for tuna. Ah, yes, I did. Bought 393. 393. Not the low, but it's okay. Probably a bit like First Majestic. I think I traded all the silver stocks one after the other. But yeah, another one which, this one I don't really understand why it opened here. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Don't always have to open at a low, at a level, especially level I've chosen. The market doesn't care about me, but it closed a high of day. And you know what? If tomorrow we have a little continuation, why not a little move to 433-ish? Sell that. Sell the gap fill. Will it kind of go higher? It can, but I hope it does. And if it does, I'll try and sell the top wherever that is. Hopefully I can get the top. Yeah, I think these levels are correct. Maybe something here, 460. But yeah, at least gap fill, trim a little bit more. If it goes any higher, trim a little bit more, even higher, trim a bit more. And then I expect a rollover. It probably will just fill the gap. So, but yeah, anyway, sold Fortuna. No, I didn't sell Fortuna. Interesting. I thought I did. But I think my 14 position was very low. I didn't add during this entire move down, so maybe that's why I didn't sell. Okay, next one is CDE. Yes. So this one, I was mentioning it here. The theory is very good. The practice wasn't. Didn't I trimmed a small amount? Fair enough, but nowhere near as much as I should have. Next thing you know, bam, entire level down. I regret it. I bought this, by the way. I bought this level in CDE 548 or something. Felt like a genius. Next thing you know, bam, down it goes. No problem though, because I bought 475. Yeah, not the low, but fair enough. CDE from the absolute low to the absolute high, 15%. And from where I bought it to where it is, 10%. That's fair enough. Now I did sell, it was pure trading today. It felt quite good, quite old school. 522, basically just below where it is now. Didn't get the high of day. If we have any continuation tomorrow, I will sell the gap fill, the sort of 545-ish zone, which should be pretty much exactly where I bought yesterday, which means overall the average is a great trade, money overall. So no regrets there. And if we go higher, which is incredibly unrealistic, 599 selling a lot because there's no way we're going to go straight through there. So it's really gap fill and next level is there. And if you get there, you should be selling a lot. Very nice. They're very nice. And support, of course, across the board. Support will be the low of day today. I don't see us testing that for at least 2 or 3 trading days. Like tomorrow, I expect a green day at some point, maybe ends up unchanged, maybe red. Next day we go down, but I don't think we take the lows. Next day, maybe. Okay, after that, Heckler, I did buy for sure, because remember, I said I always wanted to fulfill my full position in the Heckler, and today I almost completed it. It's just I was buying so much elsewhere. Yes, August the 5th, 452.7, 4527. Yeah, again, didn't get the absolute low, but pretty good. Um, this is probably a bit of a level here. This is just below 450. I think well, there you go. And up we go straight through this support. And basically we're hitting this support. Next one is this gap fill. So for me tomorrow, just like many of them, looking for that little gap fill on Heckler 489. I think that would do it. Sell it at 489, sell what I bought at 489. Yeah, bought Heckler. Quite a lot of buying. Trim a little bit 489. If it goes any higher for whatever reason, sell that. Even though long term, I think it's going all the way up there. It's all about just making a bit of money and adding to sidelines in case this really is something special that's happening. And so far it is. EXK, EXK 293. Yeah, you can see I bought them all kind of at the same zone, except maybe metallic getting the absolute low, a little 1 or 2% off the low. I just went on a buying spree at a certain time with my mobile phone. Yeah, for me, $3 was a level. It obviously opened just below it. Fine, whatever. This will now become support here. And again, small little gap to fill, 327, 329, 327. So I'll sell that tomorrow if we get there. I didn't sell anything today. And if we go higher, yeah, are we really gonna get to 375? Probably not, but that's your next zone. 18, 20%, forget it. Maybe something like this, 340. Anyway, I'll sell the gap fill if then I'll see what happens. If I feel like it's going to roll over down, it goes, but this has come down a lot. You know, I don't really want to be selling too much, you know, like 329. I know it's a gap fill and I'll buy back low probably, but there's a part of me that says, first of all, you should be selling this. It's had bad news, but maybe it can go up a little bit more. So I'm just a bit wary about selling it too much too early. Okay, Mag Silver, this one has not gone down as much as the others, but I did sell just for risk management purposes, like many of them. I know I bought also, I bought 11.49. I didn't sell, that was a few days ago. 11.49, which is down here again, like the others pretty much, which is also the support level. So fair enough. And you can see this one, it filled this gap already. Look at that. Actually, this I don't think I put this line on. So look at that, 11.49 went straight to the gap, but closed just before the gap. That's quite funny actually. Next stop 12.49. Tomorrow, if we go up, 12.49 will be sold. We tested the ascending and gap fill. I am gold. I am gold. Sold at 373 today. Didn't buy anything, just sold because unlike the others, you know, some of them are down here. I just felt like this one's been holding up quite well, and I've got a decent amount in it. You know, my average is like $3, but they probably have some good news coming out. So it's a small trim, nothing crazy, and I didn't buy any. Let me add this. Again, another one with gap fill. Would I sell? Maybe. I don't know. Just didn't buy anything, so I don't want to sell too much. Maybe I'll sell a little bit here tomorrow, but I want to leave some for a nice ER day or some positive news maybe. Oh, I forgot ARMN. This one I did trade. I remember this one. Where are you? Yeah, sold. Okay, 440. That was a few days ago. 393. Pretty much high of day. This was easy to sell. It just stayed at high of day with liquidity on the bid and the ask, even though others were collapsing when they just fallen off their high of day. So it was quite easy to sell this near its high day, which it, you know, and otherwise $4 is the same thing as 393 to be honest. So I don't know if I'll even sell this. And actually I've sold quite a lot of this. Like I said, I sold some at 440 the other day, and it's very, very light. So I might just hold what I've got and not sell anymore, even though I'm pretty sure it's going to roll over. So I might just hold this one. Okay, I'm gold. I've done B2 gold. I don't think I touched B2 gold today, even though you'd think I'd buy it down here on the ascending. That worked out quite well, roughly. Maybe I should just readjust it so it looks like I'm right. B2 gold didn't open there, but ventured down. I do feel like there's a bit of an ascending. I know this kind of ruins it, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm doing here. So B2 gold, nice support, hit the resistance again, this descending resistance. Gap fill, yeah, so let's see, 284. I'm not buying this because I have enough in it. It's worth quite a bit compared to the others in its category. But I'm not selling this either. You know, fine, if we go down, we go down. I'll just hold it for like 3 months and I'll see you later at the 340 test to breakout. So nothing for B2 gold. I'm quite sure of that. Don't need to look at my list. Next one, Equinox. Beautiful. First of all, didn't think we'd take out $5. Not only did we take out by $5, we took out a massive level and we went basically to the next level. And Equinox, I did buy August the 5th, 4785. Not again, you know, you can see not the low, but anyway, pretty good. So the level is here. It looks really good now. Resistance, support. And we closed above 5. That's quite good. And we pretty much almost did the gap. But it's a nice move. It was a really nice move. So I said buy between 5 and 5.20 before. We are actually back in the fives. 7%, that's pretty good. Again, it's a red day, but down 2.9%. It's not that bad. And how far down were we? We were down 10 almost. So from down 10 to down not even 3, pretty good. So that was good. And I did trim half of what I bought. What was it at? 5th of August, 4,995, or basically $5. Yeah, of course. Of course, that was the real gap right there, right? I was selling the gaps, except this actually did a bit better. So next stop, will I really trim at 514? Maybe I'll sell the rest of what I bought down in the 473s, then it's done. And if it starts trading back up, then it's as if nothing ever happened. And I just got that free money from the buyers and the sells. So I'm holding what I already bought down here. Finally, SBSW, I did nothing. Sorry, my eyes were on something else. This is just a bit of a freak stock. Palladium got demolished today, so it doesn't surprise me. Below, no, we're at 4. But I wanted to trade substantially lower before I add to that because there are some serious bargains, and I'm a lot more confident in these rebounding than SBSW, which is a bit of a sideshow. Right, not going to cover all the other stocks. Sorry, guys, it's just crazy stuff. I hope that was enjoyable. Yeah, I'm sharing what I did. Very exciting stuff. And I didn't get to sell the top as much as I wanted. I was trimming, but really light stuff like 2, 3, 5% of what I had each time. It would go up, up, up. And I should have just said, okay, this is good. I'm happy where I am. Let's sell 20%. Bam, done. And now I find myself selling bounces. Okay, I bought it, but I really wish I'd sold all the way up here. But it is what it is. And the profit is still very good. The portfolio is very, very good. It's not at the highs, It's like, I don't know, 10, 15K from the highs. It's a bit annoying. But in the grand scheme of things, it's like 2, 3 good days away from making new highs. So, and if you can sell, and I realize something that I already knew, but if you're able to survive a market crash or have a lot of cash on the sidelines and be patient, which so far I haven't executed too well, that's where you really make the money. Having, for example, GDXJ, for example, going up from here to here, from 48 to 49 or 50, that's nice. That's a nice little 3, 4, 5% move. But if you're able to sell correctly and then avoid a 25% drop, and then you buy that drop and then you go up 30, 20, those are huge moves. And that's probably where you make life-changing money. So that's also why I'm selling it. I just feel like a rollover. That's what I think will happen tomorrow. A little continuation, gap fill, and then this sort of period of the day where it's okay, we're done, and close near low of day, and this indication that the next day we're going to retest, and either we retest or it takes the next day. Something's going to happen. And what are they going to do? They're going to cut rates. Everyone's they're going to cut rates. Okay, fine, that's priced in. What does that do? That sends the dollar down and the yen up. That's what's caused this issue. So I don't think it's that obvious anymore. Maybe they have to just let things, they'll never do it. But I think it's very tricky. I think the bubble is pricked, and I don't think there's an easy way out. I think gold is a place to be, but the miners, we know, go down with the markets in absolute chaos, and even gold does. And this time the dollar's not even going up. So, but anyway, today was cool. I enjoyed the bounce. Hopefully you guys caught some of that. For those who really believe in the gold thesis, I'm sure you bought some of those bargain deals. I know it's hard to buy when you see this chaos, but if you believe in some of the stocks or believe in the thesis or both, you're able to buy, and that was a good bounce. But everyone got a good bounce today. It was across the board. So for the same reasons, I feel like we're going to roll over in the miners because I think the market's going to roll over again. You don't just do this, put on the bottom and keep going up. All right, that'll do. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Absolute chaos, but it's exciting, isn't it?